Fantastic news, everybody. We have just hit 100,000 pre-registers of DCKO. Of course, the journey is still continuing on. We've still got the 250k to hit, the 500k to hit, 750k to hit, and of course, the ambitious but possibly doable, the 1 million pre-registrations. Now, this is a community-led thing, so look, the more that you get involved with this, if you're like sitting on the fence, like it's free, like pre-register for free. All these helpful things that you have an opportunity to get, like they're going to be beneficial for everybody. Everybody gets the benefit of pre-registering for this stuff, so the rewards we paid out to our accounts once the game is launched. But let's face it, the game needs our support. That's basically it. Whether you're doing it, whether you plan to spend in the game or not, of course, that's the main thing about like any game. It's like, well, if there's no kind of financial backing after a certain point, games die. So let's hope there is a good enough backing that continues on. I'd love to see in a week's time that at least is up to like 500k registrations. But that's ambitious, and as well, we have to get past a lot of people. There are some people out there a little bit angry. The facts around the frustration is that there's a combination of people that are just angry, and I get why they're angry, but at the same time, why? Oh, it's not the proper, well, it's pitched in a way that it's DCKO, and of course it's a comic book tie-in. We'll talk about that, I think, in another video, because there's more context that's need to be for that one. But I've seen people get like really annoyed because it's not in line with what they perceive to be the usage of the title. As in, I'm not talking the game title, but the title of the actual game being DCKO. Well, that again, that's something for a bigger video that we need to kind of talk about. I think a lot of people are very picky about NetherRealm being involved, the developer, because they made things like Mortal Kombat, and of course the tie-in with stuff like Injustice, and this game not being Injustice. There's also like people are speculating at the wazoo that, oh, this means that they're paving the way for the mobile version so they can launch a console version, and it's not associated, like drop fake are not associated with what we're going to see from NetherRealm. Now, look, if you guys want to speculate, you can speculate. I'm just going off of what I see like now, which is there's a game called DCKO made by the developers, or some of the developers that did Marvel Contest of Champions. There are a lot of people that like Marvel Contest of Champions. Did you know that 175 million people on Google Play solely downloaded the game? There could have been a lot more for iOS. That could mean there is hundreds of millions of downloads of that game. So they're in good hands. We're in good hands as well. So what I'm saying is like, well, give them a chance to do something rather than doing what we see nowadays, which is, oh, here's a video game. Go check it out. No, me angry. Me never play video game. And then games stop being developed and we see the level of shrinkage that we've had. Well, we want quality instead of quantity. Well, they're trying to do that. Well, there's sometimes people are just unhappy for the sake of being unhappy and can't even go, can I pick anything I like from this? Ultimately, look, people are entitled to their own opinion, whether you like something or don't like something. But I think it's good to see what comes of this game. Will it be what people want to see? Will it be something to fill a gap between the next game? Is it going to have elements that you're going to like? Oh, I quite like that. Are people just going to get annoyed for the sake of it? Quite likely, this is the internet we're talking about. I also want to give a shout out to those that have been vocal, whether it be good, and the people that have been bad and critical, because as a result of the, let's face it, it's engagement farmers on like X and other places. They're just outraged, like we said, for sometimes the sake of being outraged with no kind of level of criticism of what they actually don't like. They've just helped out with a massive load of free publicity and market churn. So everything that they were trying to do in terms of, pooping on the game, they've actually done the opposite by elevating it within the algorithm so everyone's seen. That's why the video on X is now up to 6.6 million views, which is pretty darn impressive, and of course a good amount of likes and retweets as well at the same time, or reposts, or whatever you want to call it. I also love that the game is now up to and past 10,000 members on Discord. Now, again, that is great. If a game, wanted to do a soft launch, this is and basically indie level. I know some people may kind of say, well, it's not indie level, but it actually is based on the size of the actual development that is doing it. There's no shareholders, there's no operating top party. Yeah, people say, oh, it's DC, oh, it's Warner Brothers. Yeah, that's not necessarily how it works in terms of a developer with no shareholders, no large amount of workforce. This is a lean made game that are learning a lot of lessons from the video game industry in general. I worked for 2 video game developers in the last, let's see, 3 years, and those have ended because size of them, ambitious projects, and sometimes they just cut the workforce and lay off people. So if they can do this and do this well, could have a good amount of longevity because they've boxed clever, which is a term that we use in the UK. I don't know if you use it anywhere else, where you think a little bit more about your strategy of execution. That's why I'm saying boxing clever. You don't use all your energy. So you can stay the further rounds in a fight to win the fight. And it's also great news to see that nearly up to 400,000 views for the announcement trailer on their YouTube channel, which is great. It's good to see positivity early on. Now, the game has to do a lot more. Their socials have to grow a lot more. Awareness needs to increase massively. So more work does need to be done. And the same is for this channel as well. I've hit 3,800 subscribers, regrown from the other stuff that I used to do. So it's good to see people coming to this channel. We've got so much more to go over in the coming weeks and months. And also just posted a new shorts, which is a fight. It's a Batman and Robin versus Wonder Woman and I think Superman fight. I've got another one of those from PvP exclusive footage to post at a later date. So make sure to go and check out some of the videos that I'm going to be posting regularly here on this channel. Also, make sure to hit the pre-register link, which is in the description, by the way, if you do want to check that out. And yeah, hopefully we can get up to 250k, 500k very, very shortly. There's a lot of ideas I'm pitching, whether stuff that's publicly known, some stuff that isn't known yet, and really cool things to reveal, which I'll be doing shortly, whether in YouTube videos, YouTube Shorts, and maybe over on x.com, but I haven't decided on that one. Of course, need to pitch some ideas to the developer and see if they're interested in doing kind of collabs and stuff like that. But anyway, that has been it for the video. Make sure to check out some other content, which I think I'll just throw up here, and previous videos that I've posted about DCKO, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.